Hi guys, welcome back to the Des & Works channel, and today we are back on with one of the long-standing project piece of work that I've been doing for somebody else. We are putting the belts onto the 848 engine. So I know that I did say that one of the next videos would be on either the Honda or the Mini, starting both of those projects, but needs must, got a customer that's got all his parts ready and we need to get the engine back together so that he can take it away and start on his key piece of project work that he wants to do, which is building a special based around the 848 engine. So without further ado, let's get into it and I'll explain what we need to do. Okay, so excuse the heater in the background because we're in the UK and it's winter and it's cold, but 848 engine, which if you remember in the earlier videos we've done a full rebuild on following having the seized vertical head. We've been waiting for a while for one of these mobile pulleys, primarily because they changed them in the later version of the engine, so these are quite hard to find, and the owner has now managed to find one of these from Italy second-hand and get it across to me. So what we've got to do is get this into the timing position for putting the belts on, stick the belts on, and the engine's good to go. So what I've done off camera, put the turning tool into the end of the crank on the timing inspection cover, comes off and that just bolts into there. What I now need to do is get this pulley into, well, by chance just messing around there I've almost put it into the perfect position, but you'll see there's a little dot that needs to line up with the timing mark on the cases. So let's just quickly do that. I'll do it a full revolution so you can see the process. So that mark on the pulley wheel is now aligned with the cut in the casing, which means that we should be at horizontal top dead center. So get a screwdriver, we'll just check that we're at top dead center. Yeah, we are. What we need to do now is get the cams into the correct position to be able to put the belts on. So as with the 1098, you've got this special tool. Just make sure that that's focused in, and it is. So these are marked, same for the 1098 as for the 848. If you've got an 848 Evo engine you would need a different setting of tools, but marked for the horizontal and for the vertical. So let's just go ahead and put those in, and that locks us into our timing positions. Right, so the cam is now locked. So this tool is acting actually on the cam itself. What we're going to do now is release the 3 bolts that sit on the cam wheels, and that makes the cam wheels loose so that we get a little bit of play as we tension the belts in. So I'm just going to grab the correct star Torx bit and get those off. Okay, so vertical belt on first because it's the back pulley. There's a little step there to get over. Feed it between your 2 pulleys. Okay, so that's the vertical on. Same again, horizontal, but this time we're on the outer side of the wheel, between your fixed and mobile. If you have difficulty getting the belt on, just pull your mobile pulley off for a bit. Right, so horizontal belt is on, so both belts in, just loose at the moment, so these tensioner pulleys have not been done up. As you can see, both loose. So let's put some initial tension on and see where we're at. So I've just put an initial tension on, just to put a bit of load on the belts. So bob on. So we've got 113. Let's just lock this one off. Okay, difference with the 848s and 1048s, because the cams are locked, we don't need to worry about putting this into top dead center to get the tension correct, because the cam wheels themselves are loose and we're tensioning the belt around the pulley system, not around the cam positions, and working against any of the cam pressures that you would do on a Desmo Quattro engine, because this being locked is holding that cam force. So therefore that wheel is still loose to us. So slight difference to the Desmo Quattro. I can safely tension this whilst it's in the horizontal top dead center position. Quite loose. Got it to 114. What I need to do now is just lock that off. Okay, so now the belts are tensioned, what I need to do is just re-torque down the cam wheel bolts, so the variable timing bolts, and they are done to 10 Newton meters each. So let me just grab a torque wrench and we'll get those tightened up. Fully torqued down on the variable timing bolts, so we can now take out the cam locking tools, and then we can just do a final tension check on the belts after we've turned it over a few times. The lock nuts on the mobile pulleys have not been fully torqued down at the moment. They're just hand tight. Let's just spin the engine over a few times and see where we are tension wise. Okay, engine's turned over a few times. We're not getting any mechanical interference, so we're good on that point. What I'm just going to do now is just recheck the tensions, and if all good, I'll torque these two bolts up. And we're getting 105. So with the temperature in here, each reading is changing every time we do it. And 109. 26 newton meters.
Hello.
Okay, so the belts are fitted, so just a quick recap on the process. Take off your timing inspection cover, fit a turning tool. Move the pulley into the horizontal position with the little dot against the marker. Check with a long screwdriver that you are in the top dead center position by touching the top of the piston. Put the cam locking tools in on both heads. Loosen off your cam wheels. Fit the belts. Tension them. Relock your cam wheels. Then by the factory manual you should be good to go. I like to turn the belts over a few times, then retension them to ensure that they've taken up any slack in the valve train, and then put the cams back in to the factory timing positions by re-loosening the cam wheels, putting the tool back in, and then retightening everything back down. Belt's good to go, and that's it. Okay, there we go. 848 timing belts done. That engine's ready to be taken away. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, chuck us a like. Any questions or comments, then stick them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And if you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell for plenty more content to come. Alright, speak to you soon. Cheers then, bye.